Amy, thank you. At 7:17, a Prince George's County Public Schools employee is under arrest accused of producing child pornography. He also ran a dance school where he taught students. The situation now is causing parents across the region to wonder who they can trust their children with. Kathryn McClain joins us now from We Ride Together. It's a nonprofit dedicated to raising awareness about sexual abuse in youth sports. Kathryn, thank you so much for joining us on this topic.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So let's begin with the signs that parents and guardians should look for that there's a problem.
Certainly. So first, I would direct you to look at the club, the school, the institution, the system, the organization that your youth is interacting with. And first ask, do they have a safeguarding policy? Do they have a code of conduct in which everyone is signing off on, outlining acceptable and unacceptable forms of behavior? Do they have safe hiring practices? Do they have a culture that is safe and healthy, or one of silence? Do they have trauma and survivor-informed reporting and response protocols? And do they hold individuals accountable? Then, when you look to the individual, you must remember that perpetrators can come in any shape and form. They may be very charismatic, well-liked, successful, someone you think you can trust. But it's that power imbalance that they're going to count on and use as leverage. And most of the time, they're not any big, waving red flags. Rather, it's harmful behavior disguised as helpful behavior. And abuse is not one-off, but rather a pattern or process that may progress gradually. And parents, caregivers, and others may be subject to the abuser's tactics.
Well, Kathryn, how can parents then, if the signs aren't always red flags, right? You don't know that something is happening. How do you gauge that conversation with your child to find out if something more is going on behind the scenes?
Right, great question. So the first thing to remember is that healthy adults respect and uphold boundaries. They keep things observable. They display care and support and demonstrate consistency and stability. Whereas harmful adults are going to not respect boundaries. They're going to slowly, gradually blur those boundaries. They're going to employ methods for secrecy. So they're going to discourage parental involvement. They're going to close practices. They're going to isolate the athlete, wanting to keep them before and after, give them private rides, meet outside of programming. Or we see this a lot, messaging them on platforms where a parent or another adult is not included. That might be on Snapchat, DMs on Instagram, or texting, not on a group thread. And so you'll also see some manipulation, coercion, promises, threats, and isolation. These are things that we want to look out for, as well as other forms of abuse overlapping and intersecting, like verbal and physical abuse. So what you want to look out for your child are warning signs and changes in mood, changes in behavior, sleep patterns, motivations to attend or hang out around certain people. And most importantly, trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is.
Yeah, you gotta trust that intuition. So once you know that you know, any tips on how to handle it and some of the resources that are available out there?
Definitely. So that first conversation, if your child or one of their friends or someone discloses to you, the most important thing to do is pause and listen. You want to believe them and support them in that moment. That moment is so critical in terms of their healing and seeking justice, whatever that looks for them. Then you always want to make sure that individuals are safe and follow reporting and response protocols per your jurisdiction or organization. And if you need help navigating this process, please visit our website at weridetogether.today.
All right, thank you so much, Kathryn McClain, for joining us on behalf of We Ride Together. We appreciate all of the advice and recommendations. Steve.